What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, y'all? I said, you know what? I was gonna do this on Monday, but technically speaking, this is morning, but it's early. Um, y'all already know why I was late. I wasn't home, so let's just get into it. Belle Collector, season 3, episode 4, Boys to Men. This episode really kind of irked me, because I guess you could say I'm a modern woman, or whatever. And I just don't understand how come we still have this old way of thinking. And I understand, like, I mean, I don't know if it's just a regional thing. I can't say that it's just a southern thing because you got men up here that, or I should say people, because, sometimes the women feel the same way, that they're just there to, be submissive to their husband in all capacities, not talk back and all that stuff or whatever, and not put your foot down, feeling as though, all this old, concept of what a relationship should be, between a man and a woman or between a person, people, And I'm just like, we need to evolve. We really need to evolve. And you would think that in 2023 that we would have, or 2022 when this was recorded probably. My whole thing is I understand that, it's hard for people that are older and set in their ways and from certain places or whatever to come up out of that thinking that they were grown and adapted to. And, it's just at least try. At least try. Because this situation with Latrice, oh my goodness, like, mama, I need you to get out this situation. And I'm going to just say this, and I'm going to be 100% real with you and real with y'all. I just don't understand it. At the end of the day, and I don't know if she said anything about it, but I'm probably just saying this because I saw a tweet from Ashley from Loving Marriage. What is it? Loving Marriage DC. Okay. And she was talking about last week, y'all need to stop saying stuff about people being abusive in their relationships or whatever, and woo woo woo, if you don't know nobody, and all this other stuff, right? And I'm just sitting here like, if it looks like a duck and quack like a duck, then it's a duck. This is what you're putting out, and people are not dumb, okay? And here's the thing. If Latrice has a problem, or Cliff has a problem, or anybody in that circle have a problem with people assuming or thinking that something else more messed up is going on, technically speaking, you shouldn't assume. You know what I'm saying? But also, technically speaking, we're getting that assumption because of the actions that y'all chose to put out there. Y'all chose to put y'all life out there on this TV screen for judgment to come. Everybody knows how reality TV works, right? Reality TV works, or TV, or anything in general. You put it out there to the public, that means it's open for any type of opinion to come through. It's open for anybody to say anything about, And so they decided to put their relationship on display. And not just the good parts, but the bad parts as well. And in those bad parts, from that man calling you a bitch, from that man calling her a snake, from that man grabbing the goddamn shit out of her. When they replayed that episode, that part when she was at Embar and he grabbed her, the way he grabbed her, and I didn't even realize this, he grabbed her, she damn near almost fell. She almost stumbled over, like she lifted off her feet when he grabbed her. That's how hard he grabbed her. And I'm just sitting here like, if you can do that and the cameras are rolling, what is going on behind closed doors? That's what a lot of people are thinking. You can't get upset or in your feelings if somebody call you controlling, manipulative, or, just setting your ways old fashioned, and, just that's the reason why you marry somebody that's young, Cliff. You can't get in your feelings, Latrice. And I'm not saying that they are, but I'm just saying in general, if this was to occur, y'all can get in your feelings, especially like you're allowing this to happen because you chose this man to be with, you want to get married to this man, and you already knew, and it's because you have unresolved daddy issues, and you know that you do, because that's the reason why you're with him. You put that out there. Your mom confirmed it as well. You need therapy. That's what you should have went to. You should have went to therapy before you got married, okay? Because then you would avoid something like this. This is not a relationship, and I understand. Let's hold on, because I know somebody gonna say this. No relationship is perfect. Yes, they are arguing, verbal arguing, and verbal fights and stuff like that goes on in a relationship. But for you to sit there and your man to literally tell you we're not equal up in this relationship because he the head of the household, he do this and he do that, and so therefore you're not equal to him. Mind you, she probably making, I don't know if she making more than him or not, but she making her own, in the sense that if they was to break up, she'll be good. She'll be good. Even if you try to play her on trying to get alimony or whatever, she'll be good. And it's just, you don't need that. I just don't understand. And I understand that some people do, like Latrice said, she not the one for divorce. She saw that going on with her parents. She don't want that to happen. When she said those vows were to the death of her. And my whole thing is, sometimes we just got to go back and we got to break stuff that we said we was never going to do. If it's making us unhappy, if people around you are talking about it, and if your own mama is telling you, I can tell that you're not happy. When the season starts off and y'all not even sleeping in the same room, and you're still talking about this baby situation that you don't want, and then later on in the season, you're talking about y'all gonna try for a baby. What are you doing? Is this man even showing, have we yet to see him actually be about you and ask you what you want, what you need, or are you just really finna just lay down and get this man what he want? Granted, I understand this is your husband, but that's why I always keep on saying, did y'all have a conversation about this? How long were y'all together? Because listen, I know people got many faces and they won't show you all their faces, okay? Sometimes you'll get into a relationship and they'll be all cute and good and, positive energy. Then 2 years down the road, their true colors come, or then once you get married or whatever, and you're locked in legally and all that stuff, that's when their true colors will come. You just don't know these days, okay? And that's why sometimes you need to take time out to get to know people, okay? And the daddy issue, you need therapy. You should have got therapy before you got married. That's just what it is at this point. When that man you sitting there, you can't even have a conversation in your own house. You gotta film at a restaurant, only to be told to your face that you're not equal to that person. And I get the old school thinking, but baby, we are not in the old school no more. And at the end of the day, you did marry a older man, okay? An older Southern man. He light-skinned with the eyes and all that stuff. So, of course, I'm pretty sure he feel like things are entitled to him. You can't tell me no different. He just gives me that. She's supposed to do whatever he wants, okay? And, he the way that he speaks, oh, you just want me to be a muppet. You want me to be, and I said, no, a puppet. You want me to be a puppet. You know what I'm saying? And the whole situation with Josh, I'm not even mad at him for kicking Josh out, because Josh was hella disrespectful, and we have come to that conclusion. But at the same time, Josh sees exactly what's going on, and Cliff can't take that. But also, again, it's boundaries. You can't be talking about somebody in their face while you're staying in their home and not thinking that you're going to be able to stay there, and they're not going to say anything about it to you, regardless of if what you're saying is right. And a lot of us feel the same way. It would have been okay if you were saying these words and you were not staying at his home. You know what I'm saying? So if he kicked your ass out, he kicked your ass out. He's more than right to do so. But at the end of the day, Cliff did that shit because Josh is saying the truth. He's controlling. Y'all seen how he was up there in bar, and I don't know, sis. You're just going to have to, if you want to put up with it, your mama done sat there, that you got something going on, and stuff ain't right, because you had to have your mama come over there just so y'all can have a little conversation for your mama to say the same damn thing. Don't let that man control you. Don't let that man overrun you or whatever, because I ain't raised you like that. I love when a parent say, I ain't raised you like that. What the hell you think you doing? That's basically what I was hearing when she said that stuff. You know, so I was just like, She ain't gonna heed the warning. She ain't gonna heed the warning. And it's like, trauma bonded. And not necessarily on his part, but on her part. She's with him because of the trauma that she experienced growing up seeing her parents that she has not worked out. So she replacing one father figure with another father figure. Now, let me tell you something, you ain't supposed to marry your daddy. Okay, I just want you to know that. And I need you to wake up and get help with that because, you know, there's that. Then you got this whole situation with So Gucci and JJ. Baby, JJ mama, listen, So Gucci, I feel bad for you. I feel bad for you because at the end of the day, listen, Ashley would have either had to say no, you asked me first before you say that your mother is coming, because I'm damn sure gonna ask you first if my mama's supposed to be coming too. You know, that's what a relationship do. We supposed to communicate, all right? You know, and that was one thing that Cliff talked about. Oh, you don't want to hear nothing and you want to control. She ain't trying to control you. He needs to get out of this concept of that if you listen to what your wife has to say, that means that she's trying to control you, you know? And I'm just like, y'all communication is terrible. That's just what it is at this point. But So Gucci and JJ, y'all communication ain't that good either. If that man can just come through and just say, my mama coming to stay with us regardless, okay? Because she going to be cooking me this. She going to be cleaning the house. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Baby. Now, I thought JJ was a lot. And then we see his mama Oral. I said, God damn. First of all, she looked good for her age. I love the fact I was just looking at her hair. I said, a thick head of hair. I said, I know that's right. I know it smelled good too. It looked like it's so healthy. That's why she had it in the little twist with it. I said, you know what? All right. I don't know why I expected her to be a little bit older than what she was. I don't know how old she was, but I expected her to look a little bit older. But she looked kind of young for her age. Meaning that, and when I say young in a sense, like she's very much active. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell that she's just a ball of energy. All right. And I said, God damn, that's where JJ get it from. And she loud. Okay. Her voice is kind of annoying. I'm sorry. JJ kind of annoying too. Every other word when he was in that studio with Glenn. Oh my God, that's a goddamn hurt. You know what I'm saying? I said I knew the boy was goddamn coming down here to the goddamn studio, and I had to come down here and goddamn listening, and I listened to the goddamn hit, and I said, goddamn, I gotta get back on this track, cause goddamn, I don't know what I'm gonna say, but goddamn it, I'm gonna go. I said, what? I say goddamn one more time, bitch. That is his word. He needs to put it on the T. Listen, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to trademark it, okay? But yeah, she come through and girl, my sister said, if she ever get with somebody, she said her partner, if she ever like get into an actual real relationship with somebody, she would prefer their parents to be dead. I said, God damn. And she said, because she don't want to have to deal with the in-law situation. And I said, I mean, I understand that part, but wow, that's a requirement. She was like, it's not a requirement, but that's what I prefer. Because listen, we be seeing too many issues with these in-laws or whatever. And I ain't got time to try to make you like me, okay? Because So Gucci, you know, first of all, JJ thought he had it made. Mama came through and said, listen, I take my coffee between 4:30 and 5 o'clock in the morning. I said, damn, you really are. Oh, yes. Yes, okay? When she said that, I said, that is such a typical grandmama. I don't care where you from, north, south, or whatever, east, west. Baby, one thing these grandmamas, these real grandmamas, okay, that's up in age, one thing that they gonna do is they gonna wake up early. They gonna wake up early at the crack of dawn. I said, no. I am asleep. Just because you up and that's your internal clock and that's how you been since you was a kid, baby, this is a new day, okay? We ain't in the same generation. I need my sleep. Okay, you drink your little coffee. She said, I don't need none of y'all bothering me when I'm drinking my coffee. I said, ooh, baby, they gonna still be asleep, so you ain't gonna be bothered, okay? I just want you to know. Girl, she is loud, but I kind of like Miss Oral, okay? I like her. And speaking of So Gucci, she met up with Ikeisha and Marie, and they had a little conversation, and you know, they was talking about the whole situation. That's when we found out that, you know, at one point, JJ mama didn't really like her, but now they're kind of okay, okay? And so they get into talking about the stuff that happened when they went to go get the house for, or I should say the condo, as they say, for Marie. I mean, not Marie, but Leticia, okay? And the fact that Glenn popped up. I said, girl, that scene kind of was fake. As I go back and I look at it, I said, it was a little fake. Because y'all was a little bit too dramatic, okay? Ooh, I said, now, come on. Come on, all right? And they was trying to figure out what was going on and how did he find out the address and all this stuff. And Ikeisha was like, so you mean to tell me that he just popped up? Like, at the end of the day, me and Leticia, we not really kicking it like that, but I feel bad for her. And I said, you know what? I do too. Because don't nobody, I'm that type of person to a certain extent, depending on what it is. If I don't rock with you, but I see some messed up stuff happening, I'm not going to completely be like, oh, that's what you deserve. No, I'm going to feel bad, especially if we once had a history. I'm going to feel bad for you and be like, you don't deserve that from that person or whatever, regardless of what our issues are, you know. But Leticia and Glenn are playing games with us at this point, and I'm not taking anything that they do seriously. According to, I don't know, I think it was Ikeisha, she said that Latrice is supposed to be having a wig launch party or whatever, and she invited everybody. She invited everybody, including the people that she's not getting along with right about now, and that's So Gucci and Marie. Marie said, hell no, I'm not going, okay? Like, first of all, the girl is a girl in a woman's body, and, you know, so Gucci. So Gucci got an issue still. Oh my God, I really wish that this wasn't going on, because I feel like this so-called beef between Gucci and Latrice is kind of one-sided at this point, because, like, just let it go. Just let it go. I understand that you feel as though, you know, she effed you over. In a sense, she did business-wise, but well, on a friend level, because she didn't tell you. Okay, we already agreed on that, you know, Gucci. But I think you're dragging it. I really think you're dragging it, and either be friends with her or not. I don't want to see y'all go through this. Okay, and then next week you getting into it with D4L Selena, girl. I'm gonna have to tell you this. I'm gonna be on Selena's side regardless. It's just a principle, okay? Okay, she was here before you know what I'm saying? And you know, we got history with Selena, you know. And so, you know, I feel like Latrice, baby, I feel like you invited Selena just to be messy because you knew So Gucci was coming, because you invited her too. Because, baby, we ain't seen Selena in none of your events last season. We ain't seen Selena in any of your events in first season either, okay? We didn't even know that y'all knew each other like that. Now, all of a sudden, she just popping up at events and everything when you got to fall out with So Gucci. I see the game that's playing right about here, right now, okay? I'm here for it, because we need a little mess. You know, can't go wrong with a little mild mess, but, Miss Girl, Gucci, D4L for to come for that ass, all right? But anyway, you know, y'all need to stop acting like that. Stop acting like that. Marie, what the fuck was going on with Marie and Latrice online last weekend? Girl, for damn near like half the week, they was going back and forth on Twitter. Mind you, I don't follow neither one of them on Twitter. You know, the shit just be popping up on my timeline because I watch the show and tweet about it sometimes. And I'm just like, what the hell is happening? I said, calm down. Calm down. And then Essie tried to get on there and talk about stuff. I just don't understand how come these people, you can't be friends. You can't be friends with people without them thinking that something sexual is going on, talking about her, Marie. I said, I mean, yes, but stop playing. Oh, cool. Y'all can't tell me y'all may not be together, but you can't tell me y'all ain't lick, click, click, and click, click, click. You know, at least once. Okay, at least once. You just give me that tease, all right? And it's okay. Baby, it's Pride Month, okay? Be who you are for your pride. Okay, because you like a little taste. I don't know what you like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, but if it is, you know, girl, it is what it is, you know? Ain't nothing wrong with it. First of all, Marie, you ain't got no business, okay? What is your storyline? We are, what, how many episodes in? We 4 episodes in, and mama, everybody done got their storyline touched on a little bit, and you ain't got your storyline touched on. Okay, I mean, I know next week you talk about something you want to date, but what else is going on, girlfriend? What else is going on? You know, because you up in everybody else's business. Ikeisha got her business going on. You know, she got the Ferris Street Project. Oh, her story. I was like, you know, I had to, when she was talking about her grandson was coming in, I said, who is that? That's your grandmama? She was like, no, girl, that ain't my grandmama. That's my biological father's sister, who is now my mother. I said, huh? What? Now, the way she presented it, I said, now let me rewind that to make sure I heard that right. Your biological father's sister, who is now your... So you mean to tell me his sister and your daddy, they got married? That's incest, right? And then she broke that shit down, because I know it's like they just knew I was thinking, I was trying to put the wheels together. I said, excuse me, what's going on? Basically, Daddy had an affair, okay? And he had an outside child. And that outside child was Ikeisha, all right? And one day she came around or whatever. They saw her and they was like, yep, you one of us, okay? And we gonna love you just like it is, you know? And so basically, her auntie basically became her mama. Like her mama. That's who she looked at. She was her mama. And so I was like, oh, you know, mama smart as shit. As soon as she opened up her mouth, I said, oh yeah, mama is educated as hell, all right? She just gave me that. I probably was the first one that integrated my college. You know, did she say she was like almost retired from psychiatry or something? I just know she got two big professions, a doctor and a psychiatrist or something like that. Mama doing her damn thing, okay? And she just gives me all my kids gonna be educated. All my kids gonna be able to own this, own that, okay? They gonna be in business for themselves, and they not gonna be workers for other people. She just gives me that tease, but she also gives me tease that she gives encouragement too, you know. And Ikeisha and her was having a conversation about all the stuff that's going on, that they need to pay bills on and all this stuff, and the history of Ferris Street and their family. And I really like that thing. You know what, Ikeisha, if you would have came on like this last season instead of being a bitch, okay, you know, and I'm sorry that I had to say it so hard like that, but that's how you was doing. Last season, you got on my goddamn nerves, girl. I was ready to write your ass off. And I feel like you didn't see what the people were saying about you, okay, the mixed reviews that they had about you, and you kind of fixed that. You tuned that shit up a little bit, because this season, you ain't even giving me no problem. I'm actually liking you, girl. I ain't called you Ikea yet, okay? I said, come through, Ikeisha. I like you. You know, but now, it could change. It could change. So right now, you are right in my book, okay? You know, tell grandson I said hi. You know. Anyway, moving on from that, this whole conversation with Cliff and Glendale. I said, of all the people that you want to get advice from, you want to go to Glendale. I mean, you want to go to Cliff. Glendale, you was better off going to JJ, okay? Because I understand, you know, I will give Cliff this. He basically said, if Leticia or a woman is telling you to give them some personal space, give them that personal space. And if they say that it's over and it's done with, that's what it is. Now, I wonder if you would take your own advice if something happened between you and Latrice and you just let her go, okay? Since you're telling other people to do that, you know, that's what they say, and then they still be stalking your ass and all up in your shit. Now, let me tell you something, Glendale. Let me tell you something, Glendale. You want to know why that lady ain't up here trying to take you back at the moment when that was happening? Because you don't know what personal space mean. You don't know what let me figure this out and give me time mean, okay? This popping up, this following me around, this trying to talk to me and do all this other stuff. No. This nigga gonna get on camera and admit that he put a tracker and a recorder on her car. And he was listening, and the stuff that I hear her talking to Maria about, getting a whole new place and all this stuff, and you know, my son's picking up on the stuff, and I come from a broken home. I don't want him to be up in a broken home. I said, well, you shouldn't have did what you did, okay? Now let's not put this on Leticia, okay? Let's put this on you. You know, like I'm trying to give her time, but you know what I'm saying? I got blue balls and stuff. Like these balls of steel right about now. Now I don't want to step. I said, now are you trying to tell us that if Leticia don't come on ahead and come back home and give you some six, you gonna fuck around? Cause that's what it sound like to me. That's what it sound like to me. And that's what it don't sound like you trying to have your family back just to have your family back because you want them. At this point, you made it sound like you just needed your dick sucked, okay? That's what it is. And I'm sitting here like, that's why God gave you two hands. You better get to jerking. And then at one point, Cliff gonna tell him, put a dress on and act like I said put a dress on. And that's why I clocked out. I wasn't even trying to figure that shit out. I said, what the fuck is that? Me and Glenn was like, huh? What does that come in at? And then this situation with Glenn, he go into the studio because he said, you know, music it was really connected him and Leticia on. And you know, he did say he used to be like a little rapper back in the day. And they showed a little video, something ghetto, something or whatever, that's his name. And I was like, wow, you look like you could rap did up in that video. And I ain't even hear the lyrics. I could just tell. Girl, he up in that booth. I said, get your grown ass out that goddamn booth, okay? It didn't work in the past and it ain't gonna work right about now. He wanna make a song for Leticia, okay? And I'm just sitting here like, First he rapping, he can't get the verse out. Then he's singing the hook. I said, well, maybe that sounds a little nice, okay? That part. But I was like, what is these lyrics? What is these lyrics? You got the engineer saying, I need you talking about, you know, you going through this whole situation with your old lady. I want to hear that pain. I want to feel that pain. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, JJ show up. I said, God darn it. He showed up like he was finna get up in the booth. You know, he was like, my goddamn dude, Glendale, he going through some things. He said he was gonna be up in the goddamn booth. And I said, oh, I need to come down here and support my goddamn. I said, god darn it, bitch. You know, and I was just like, oh, all right. So they in the midst of talking. And whilst they're talking, Glendale gets a phone call. And basically, they're telling him that his grandmother has gone to the hospital, got sent to the hospital, you know, emergency. And, you know, he's really close to his grandparents, his grandmother. I guess she practically raised him. And next thing you know, we see that he's over there at Leticia's office and they're on the phone getting some update. And basically, grandmama got sent home with some medication and she's now on hospice care. And anybody knows that 9 out of 10, once you go to hospice, that means that there's technically speaking nothing else that they can do for you and you're just waiting to pass away. And of course he feels bad and he's upset and he's hurt, he's in pain. He even said he just lost like an uncle not too long ago or something, and probably somebody else. And I was like, wow. You hear Leticia like, you know, I hate to see him in this way because I know how close he was to his grandmother and I know he got a lot going on with us and then this. And I'm just sitting here like, you about to give him some pussy. You ain't got to tell us you did without saying it. You about to give him some pity pussy. I know you hurt pussy. You know, and then you're going to take it back and be like, well, we're not together. That's what you gonna do, just like you did with the reunion. I said, y'all so predictable. I said he about to use this to pull at her heartstring to make her and probably like guilt her, like you ain't gonna give me that, you ain't gonna be there for me. You know all this stuff that I'm going through. He probably gonna use that. And it don't really look like he gotta say much because it's already working. And I'm just sitting here like, child, all right. All right. But let me see. If I did I miss something, girl, we ain't see Tampa this week. Thank God. Girl, I don't know how Demond do it. Bitch, I know this ain't right, but I cheat on her ass just because of her voice alone. But then again, I wouldn't because I wouldn't be with her. I couldn't. I'm so sorry. And that's messed up to say, but that's just what it is. But anyway, I hope I got everything, and if I didn't, it's late, and that's why I forgot. But y'all can put it down in the comments, and we could talk about it, converse amongst each other. And I hope y'all have a beautiful week. Girl, I hope the weather's cooperated with y'all. And I'll see y'all asses later. I'll probably see y'all tomorrow, or later today, I should say. You know. Y'all know it's late and I get goofy. Let me cut this off.